I want you to take a deep breath and listen carefully. Don't overthink, don't argue, just listen, because this might be something you've never heard before, especially if you see yourself as a nice guy. Here's the truth, bro. You can take her out every week, drive her around every day, support all her dreams. You can be the problem solver, the perfect guy in everyone's eyes, and still none of that guarantees she'll stay loyal to you. Seriously, because your kindness, your effort, everything you give doesn't automatically make her choose you. Why is that? Because women are not loyal to what you do. They're loyal to what they feel, not once in a while, not just on special occasions, but consistently deep inside their emotions. And this is what many guys refuse to accept. Even though this is the reality that quietly breaks your heart. You can be the most attentive guy, replying in 5 seconds, calming her when she's upset, solving all her problems, and still, she can leave you. For a guy who doesn't even do all that. Why? Because that guy makes her feel something. And for women, emotion is the most valuable currency in a relationship. Logic? Not that important. What determines her loyalty is how deeply she feels emotionally connected to you. If your presence no longer makes her feel alive, seen, desired, slowly she will start to leave. Maybe not physically at first, but emotionally, she's already gone. That's why you see it all the time. A guy who gave everything gets cheated on by someone who barely texts her. Not because she's a bad person, but because there's an emotional experience she gets from him. Sometimes women choose excitement, mystery, emotional tension over safety that feels boring. You can be the most stable man, but without emotional depth, you can still lose her. Because women are not loyal to actions, they're loyal to energy. Energy that makes her feel alive. And here's the painful part. The more you try, the more you look afraid to lose her. And women can feel that. You give her flowers, not because you want to, but because you're afraid she'll get upset. You always give in, not because you're mature, but because you're afraid of losing her. You help her constantly, thinking it will make her love you more. But what she actually wants is not that. She wants your presence, your confidence, your strength. She wants to feel something real when she's with you. If your value depends only on what you do and not on who you are, then you're standing on a weak foundation. You can pay for everything, take her to fancy dinners, give her surprises, and still lose her to someone who doesn't do any of that. Why? Because he makes her feel alive. He connects with her emotions, not her wallet. You can spend years trying to make her happy, and she can still say, I don't feel the same anymore. And it's not your fault. But it is your responsibility to understand this. Women don't stay because you do more. They stay because of the energy you bring. Energy that makes her feel safe, feminine, desired, alive. Women connect through emotions, not logic, not kindness, not achievements. That's why guys who give everything too early often lose her faster, because they give out of fear. And then the more you try to make her stay, the more she wonders, why is he trying so hard? And she starts pulling away, because she wants to discover you, not be handed everything for free. Women want a man who is grounded, emotionally stable, unshaken, not just someone who gives, but someone who is present, not because you play games, but because you have direction, you have self-respect. You're not afraid to lose her because you know your value, and that is what earns respect. Do you know why some guys put in less effort but attract more women? Because they don't beg for attention, focus on their own life, and that creates curiosity. A man who is a little mysterious, sometimes playful, not easy to read, makes her think, why is he different? That's emotional stimulation, and that's what creates attachment. This is not about being good or bad, it's about having impact. You don't need to be cold, you don't need to be careless, but you need to stop believing kindness equals love. Women are not logical machines. They don't connect with what you do. They connect with what you make them feel. So from now on, stop trying too hard. Stop expecting love just because you give everything. Become a man who has direction, is fully present, is calm and grounded. You don't win her with gifts. You win her with your presence, your calmness, your strength as a man. The man she stays loyal to is not the one who is always there, but the one who stays true to himself, doesn't change just to please her, stays calm when she's emotional. That man becomes her anchor. And from there comes respect, comfort, and eventually loyalty. Because if she's with you only for what you do, she will leave when someone does more. But if she's with you for how she feels with you, no one can replace that. And this is what most men forget. They think, I gave her everything. But she's not calculating, she's feeling. And feelings exist in the present. So you must stay emotionally present, not stuck in the past, no drama, no blaming. Just be the man who makes her feel something real. And the man who understands this stops overgiving, chasing, seeking validation. He starts building himself, his body, his life, his energy. And women, they feel it, they come, they stay. Not because he's nice, but because he has impact. So if one day you wonder why she pulled away, even though you gave everything, pause. Ask yourself, did I give out of desire or fear? Was I being myself or trying to be liked? Be honest. And from there, return to your core. Because in the end, women don't care how much you do for them. What they care about is how they feel when they're with you. Thank you for watching. Stay strong.